African culture is rich and incredibly interesting. There are different languages, customs, religion amongst Africans. Please listen. Each gangmate will be telling the gang council and fellow gangmates about their culture. How rich is your culture? What are the things people do not know about your culture? This is an individual task. Each gangmate will be given 10 minutes to sell the luxury of their culture to the gang council and fellow gangmates through their presentation. These tasks will be judged by timing, presentation, and cultural outfits. Grandmaster expects an excellent performance. Good luck. You have 1 hour 30 minutes to get ready.
My name is Benita. I'm from Imo State. I don't really know much about my culture. I just want to say the little I know. I'm from Ikeduru. I'm at Obinekele. So yeah, our culture, like our advising culture, we wear blouse and 2 wrappers. And the food we eat, egusi soup, oha soup, oziza soup, and what again? And we have masquerade festival, like during Xmas period, like people come from different places to get entertained. And we have a taboo, like when a married lady sleeps with another man, automatically she runs mad immediately. And also,
oh wow.
What again? Our culture is fun. That's all.
So when a married woman sleeps with another guy, whether that guy is married or not, she runs mad
automatically.
Automatically, like instantly. Does this happen in this 21st century?
I don't know. We have a lot.
There are a lot of mad women.
Yes.
Wow. So it also applies to you right now.
Yes.
That if you get married, whether even in Lagos, if you sleep with another man.
But why does it apply like that? What about the guy?
I mean,
so
you
can cheat in peace. Me, I can't cheat.
But that's your culture, right?
Yeah.
So are you trying to say that it is still in effect?
Yes.
Till now. Wow. So once you get married, you know that. Wow. So the man cannot run mad.
You're down for life.
So the man cannot run mad. Wow.
And that's cheating.
Doesn't matter. But you can't tell us.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Who's next, please?
Ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o ṣe wà? Lelelelelelelele ṣe wà. Orúkọ mi ni Gbajúmọ̀ Bola Olarinde Mofinyinfoluwa, aka SOS. Meaning my name is Bola Olarinde Mofinyinfoluwa, known as SOS in the gang house, aka the life of the party. Owambe boy. So I'm a Yoruba boy from the southern and western parts. I'm an Oyo boy to be precise. Akimore, that's my hometown. My culture, yeah. We have different kind of foods in my culture. We have good foods. We have amala, known as yam flour. We have a foriro, vegetable. We have don't forget. We have different festivals in my culture. We have the Eyo Festival. We have Ojude Oba. We have the Osun Festival. We have the Oro Festival. In the Yoruba culture, we have different kind of religions, most especially traditional religion, and we have different kind of gods. We have Shango. We have Ogun. Shango is the god of thunder and fire. Ogun is the god of iron. Then also we have different kind of clothes. Like you can see what I'm putting on. In Yoruba land, we wear buba and shokoto with agbada as a guy. We have Llikwu. We have Irati buba for ladies. A drippy Yoruba guy is tagged a Yoruba demon. I don't know why, but we always drip.
You were trying to mention the foods, but you forgot. So what happened to Abula?
Abula, Begiri. I don't know how I forgot, but I said that perish.
What happened to Ila?
We have moi moi, beans pudding.
Yeah.
We have akara, also baked beans.
What are the taboos in Yoruba land?
Oh, taboo. Yoruba people are a very big fan of respect. It's a taboo not to respect your elders. It's very paramount from it being a year old. You have to start seeing the traits of respect. They take respect so serious.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Deekay Labron. I am here to demonstrate my culture called Bapedi. We are situated in Limpopo province. The province is rich in fertile soil, where all the crops in South Africa are being harvested from. We get them from there. There's a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, very fresh. You can go at the back and just get mango, your orange, and everything. We have our king. Unfortunately, we are in mourning. We lost our king to COVID. He's called King Tulari III. We are still mourning, my people. Yes, we are very hospitable people. They love taking care of their guests. They can put like bread and everything for guests and like let you, as their children, as their child rather, eat like something different for breakfast. Just because when the guests come in, they have to have the best. So they are very hospitable people. They are known for their extraordinary weddings. They like weddings. They like getting married. Yes, we have traditional music. We have male and female. Males are called dipala, where they use whistle and what I'm wearing to dance. And then we have the female traditional dance, which is called Kuru. They wear the way I'm wearing. They like beats, they like color blocking, they like to block all the colors. As you can see, I'm very colorful. Yeah, they're just beautiful people who like to show their skin, who are proud of their skin, and very friendly, very talkative, like I am. We have the traditional food, which is panwams. I'm about to demonstrate, and we have that with maize meal. So I substituted that with some more because it's more similar. Sure. So this is how you serve the food to your elders. You use the mat and then come with the food, and then you have to kneel just to like pay respect and then present the food. Here are the food. And when they greet, they say Tobela. It means hello or Dumela. So this is how they sit down when they eat. Don't worry, I washed my hands before. So the bowl for relish must be transparent because they like to see before you can even dish them what is there for relish. They like meat. So they before when you're approaching, they're already saying, okay. So if you serve them like greens, they'll say, no, I'm good, I've eaten it all, because they saw that there's no meat. So it must be transparent like it is. So this is mopane worms. They just go from the ground. It's organic, it's very nice. You use onion, tomato, and oil, and vegetable oil, and then you put them in water because they're very dry. They dry them, and you add them together, and then cook them until they simmer inside. So this is how they eat their maize meal. And you must remove the head because it's still alive. Remove the head, Oga. Remove the head. So you remove the head. I'm kidding, it's okay, I can eat the head as well. And then they'll normally use the enamel cup to drink. And then after they've eaten, you have to come and
Can you finish eating first?
because of it, we don't have time. You have to pack everything and wash the dishes.
Okay.
Keep everything clean. So, when they dance, you have to say a praise from your clan or from you say name. There's a praise that you say. Everybody has their own praise. That's how you introduce yourself to the crowd or the ceremony, or where there are yearly carnivals where like male traditional dancers and female traditional dancers from different sections will come together and compete against each other. And then the kings will come together and choose the winner. So I'm about to demonstrate to you traditional dance. It's called Llikwu. Okay, they normally use the drum, so I don't have the drum, I had to improvise. So I'll say my praise first. They'll normally walk in. Ahe bakonuwe kitse kholo ramadia matlala bokone sina botsenyishi o tlala madi sentlwana ke ra moruto monna ka nke ngadi tshari simpwa tsanelwa pholo ya kikile maka pholo tsa magwa pholo ke sefadisha mafatla pholo ya tsa dikeledi tshigona dithibele di ye and then is the start of the song ntomushi weka murawa silo sisi etaka murawa ntomushi silo sisi etaka murawa ntomushi weka murawa silo sisi etaka murawa
Tell me that. So where did you get the worms from?
They grow out of the ground.
In Nigeria?
No, in South Africa. I
brought them
came with
from
them
South
from
Africa?
South Africa.
You brought worms into Nigeria?
No, they actually take them, wash them, dry them, fry them with a bit of salt and oil, and dry them for like maybe a week before they sell them.
You weren't stopped at the airport when they saw it?
Pardon?
They didn't accost you at the airport when they saw it?
They know now, it's traditional food. They're dead.
Okay.
It's like when you guys eat like bushmeat.
So there's no sauce in that stuff?
No, you use like some fresh tomatoes, onion, before fried together with vegetable oil.
Okay.
Yes, and then you can add your favorite spices and your peppers, just to make it nice.
Prepared worms.
Yes.
Spicy worms?
Yes.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin àti obìnrin. Orúkọ mi ni Oladeji, Olajide, Oyindamola, the southern west part of Nigeria, Oyo State to be precise, Ibadan, Iparaba East Local Government Challenge. I want to talk about my culture and my tradition, even though I don't really know much about it. First of all, the Yoruba tradition is a tradition that respects, its people, its citizens. Yes, because, for example, when a man wants to marry a woman, his family comes to the bride's family to lay down low on the floor. This is a sign of respect, and this is very attractive to other tribes. Also, the Yoruba people have a very good delicacy. For example, we have amala and ewedu. Amala and ewedu is a delicacy that every tribe in Nigeria likes. It's a delicacy that every family is always looking forward to eat. So, also, the Yoruba people have some discoveries in Nigeria. For example, we have the Olumo Rock in Abeokuta. Yes. The Olumo Rock, a lot of Nigerians love to visit or to see the Olumo Rock, you know, just to know how it looks like. Also, the Yoruba tradition has its dress code. For example, the cap I'm putting on is called fila, and the dress I'm putting on is called agbada. And as you can see, the dress looks very attractive. It's something you can wear when you are going out on a very good occasion. And this dress also is a sign of high self-esteem and wealth. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Wait, don't rush. So, so first off, not every tribe in Nigeria likes to eat amala. You said every tribe.
Yes, every tribe.
I mean, I don't know about Hausas and Igbos. I don't think there's an Hausa man that probably wants to eat amala, because in the north, I've lived in the north before, and I know that they have tuwon shinkafa, they have tuwon masara. There's also something we call masa, right? It's like, so it's masa is made from maize. You know, they fry it like a car, you know, beans cake. So from here we have ila,
Yes.
alasepo,
Yes.
we have begiri, we have ewedu, we have efori, we have our own type of egusi which we call oshiki.
Yes.
It's the party type of egusi called. And why they call egusi oshiki is because it has lumps, right?
Yes.
We have the festivals which you talked about. We have two kings in Ibadan, Oyo State.
Oluyo of Oyo, I think so.
The Olubadan of Ibadan.
Ibadan, okay.
And we have the Alaafin of Oyo.
Sorry, Alaafin.
Alaafin of Oyo.
Yes.
You know, you're from Challenge. You know, and
Yes.
that's about Look,
Yes.
you can talk about your governor, the cultures in Ibadan. You know, we have the Makpo Hall in Ibadan. You know, I feel that sometimes you tell us how did what made your state stand out? Because Ibadan is like the biggest city in West Africa. You understand? So we had there was this war that happened. I've forgotten right now the name. You know, it used to be called something of Oyo. You know, the Oyo Kingdom. There was something it was called. So, but you tried.
Cha Igbo kwenu. Hey. Igbo kwenu. Hey. Kwenu. Hey. Kwezuonu. My name is Rayne Montana, but my real names are Iwunze Obuneme Obuechefuna. I'm from Imo State, and I'm hailing from Isialambano, Umuoma, precisely. And I'm here to talk about my culture. First of all, I would say I'm proud of my culture. We have a lot of things that are very, very, very sacred, first of all. Two, we have things that are really significant. Like, I'll start with royalty. A king in my village is called an Igwe. And to inaugurate a king, you have to go through a process they call Ofala Festival. And in this Ofala Festival, other kings from other towns, different towns and crowns, they come to celebrate one person. They have wives from other crosses, like other Igbo tribes like Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, all those places, they come together to celebrate a king, to crown a king. And the process of crowning a king, you need an Onowu. This is where I fall in. That's why I answer Iwunze. Because my family is a lineage of a prime minister. Onowu is a prime minister in my village. That's one. And the Ofala festival is so beautiful because you get to see a lot of masquerades. There are masquerades that don't come out in 5 years. You see them in Ofalas, such as masquerades like Ugo, masquerades like Asamma, masquerade like Ijele. That is why Flavor Nabania calls himself Ijele, because that's a very sacred masquerade. You don't get to see it all the time. That is one. Marriage in my village. Our women are always known to be very special. You don't just come to Mbano precisely and marry any girl if you are not ready, if you are not capable, because trust me, I have to advise people out there. You have to be comfortable enough for marriage before you marry from Mbano. First of all, they will give you, you have to settle the youths, you settle the mothers. It's called the Nne, Ndinne, and Ndinna. The elders, the councils, you have to almost settle everybody, because one daughter from Mbano is called one for all. No, all for one, then one for all. That is two. Talking about our food, I'll travel down to my mother's side, that is Anambra. Their special food is Onugbu soup, which everybody generally knows as bitter leaf. And I know how to prepare it. I'll tell you about it. You cook your meat, you cook your ede, which is the cocoyam. You put it in, you pound it, then you put it in the water of the meat. You add your oil and leave it to boil for a while. You synchronize this together, it comes together. Then you add your bitter leaf after, I don't know, they call it efo onugbu. Efo onugbu. I don't know how to speak that in English, but that's one. Then you add it, it comes out nice with a lot of orishirishis like okporoko, azu, you know, smoked fish, and meat, if possible. The ones that are using chicken and all those ones are Lagos people. The real Igbo people, we use this Igbo teka flour. You get what I'm saying? With abobano. Yeah, that's one soup. Then coming to my village, not exactly my village, this is Owere's general soup, like their native soup. It's called Ofa Achala. Ofa Achala. I've eaten it 3 times my whole life. You don't get to see it in every restaurant because it is very expensive. You can't afford it. It's not just a normal common soup everybody can afford. That is third. Now, the last thing I have to say about my culture is about the men. We have a tradition and we have a ceremony we host for young men that are coming up in the community. It's called Ewa Akwa. That is why I'm dressed like this. This is part of my culture. In Montana, Iwunze. Nwa Obi Iwunze. Kodeba. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Maton, it was really informative. So the aim of the task was to inform us about your culture, and you did that. So I learned a lot from the masquerade. You said some of them will come out in 5 years.
Yes.
So now I understand why Flavor calls himself that.
Ijele, yeah.
So it was really informative. You also talked about food, right?
Yes.
What did you say about the food?
I talked about bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf.
Okay, so you
and
taught us how
achara.
to cook it even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about the food, the masquerades and marriage. You're scared of for marrying your Igbo.
No, I just have to say the truth.
The
That's the
Igbo
truth.
girls, before you marry them, you
From
have
Imo
to...
State, Mbano, very precisely.
I've heard that name before. I
It's
know,
Lambano,
I know about
right?
the place. Yeah.
Very expensive.
I've heard of Isha Lambano.
Yeah, I've heard.
Igbo kwenu? Kwenu? Kwezuono? Amala mmamano? I'm Chinonso Constantine. I'm onye Abia. Osama local government. Aba precisely is my village. In other words, my name is Chinonso Constantine, also known as Nomzi, the CEO of Nomzi Apparels. I am from Osisioma in Abia State. Aba is my village precisely. I'm from Osisioma South. And then in Osisioma South, we have 8 villages that made up the community, which is the Osisioma South part, the Osisioma Southern part. Okay, let me talk about the way I greeted now. Now, I greeted 2 ways. I said Igbo Kwenu, which is I can generally greet all the youth with Igbo Kwenu. And then I also said Amala Mama. It's not for me, it's for elders. Now, what is Amal? Amal is my fellow elders. I greet 2 people. So, in that aspect, is Amala Mama. People like my father and all that. I want to talk about 1. In every festive period, we have masquerade. It's a culture. And at some point, over the years, he made it mandatory that once you are 18 and above, you are in the home at that point in time, you must come out to your council hall to experience the masquerade festival. If you don't come, the youth will take on you. Also, they also have their own ways of settling with them. Of course, everybody mustn't come for the council, for the festival. And then that is by the way. Now, I want to talk about the female genders. In my place, you are a girl, your dowry was not paid in full. If you attend your fellow girls' traditional marriage, you will not participate in getting some selfish, maybe interest, like maybe some people will now say, okay, I'm giving the youth, the ladies' youths, 50 pieces of wrappers, and then because you have not been married fully in my culture, you won't partake in that. Now, some go with foodstuffs, then when you come with foodstuffs in my place, and then you're not so fully married as a woman, you will not participate in that. So it is assumed that you've not been married. So at that point in time, you don't have any intake from that aspect. Okay, now again we have what keeps us entertained every festive period again, like a football league. Anybody can decide to set the match. Now, if you think you are worthy enough, you say, okay. If in my place sometimes, it turns out to be an argument. I will say, another person will say, the other person will say it, just to encourage the youth. So at that point in time, even people, like I come from Aba. My village is not in Aba. Like, development has met us. So sometimes we might be playing the match, it gets into 3rd, 4th of January, when other people who have traveled is now back home and joined the league. So it's usually very, very massive. So that is just that. It's a very interesting one. Now, I want to talk about a very wonderful culture indeed. Now, how is this culture? If you are, for instance, let me take my grandfather as an instance, because my dad is not late too. Now, when my grandfather died, you meet the Amalats, that's the elders, and tell them, like my dad will meet the elders, tell them, my father is late though. They say, okay, take your time, do the burial arrangement. You go and prepare for your burial. And then one thing is very, very certain that you must do, especially when your dad is from 50 years and above, and you want to bury him, you must bring one cow for the elders. They don't care how financially you are, they don't care if you don't have any money. It is sacrosanct, you must come with one cow. Then what happens if you don't present a cow? Now, if you don't bring a cow to the elders during the time of the burial, you are owing the elders a cow. You can bring the cow in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, whenever you get money, you will bring the cow. But it's certain that you must bring the cow. Now, if you've not brought a cow to bury your father, if you attend any funeral at all, you're not eating meat. Because it's assumed that you've not buried your father. That is our culture. You are not eating any meat at all.
You won't be served meat.
Yeah, even if you are starving, you won't eat it. Because if you eat that meat, other people behind you will go and do libation with your name. It falls back at you straight. It's honestly a very wonderful tradition. Up to date, it's still happening. So I just feel I can serve my culture.
Your dad is still alive, right?
Yeah, my dad is still alive, yes.
See.
Informative.
Very informative. I think that the Igbo culture has a lot of
Different.
somebody was joking one day and said that I think you guys also have jazz.
It's everywhere.
You guys have Amadioha, right?
Yeah,
Amadioha is the god of what?
Amadioha, god of, is that, you know, Kama? Kama. Yeah, like,
God of repercussion, Kama.
Yes. So,
Okay.
it happens that way.
That's good.
That's one of the major disadvantages of the development. I don't like it.
Thank you.
Iba Imaman. Bien. One. Bien. Good evening, no? Names are Okoye Chigozie from Aka. I'm from Anambra State, Njikoka, local government area. Enugu Agidi. Enugu Agidi is the name of my town. So I would like to speak about my culture, my town's culture and tradition. Okay, Enugu Agidi, we have 7 villages that made up Enugu Agidi. And one significant thing about my town is that you cannot marry from the same village. It's a taboo to even date someone from the same village. That's one. And 2, okay, about the kingship, our king is known as Igwe. Igwe is being ordained by Onowu. Onowu is the prime minister that ordains the Igwe. This is called Ofo.
Okay.
That's like staff of
Office.
Ofo. Without this staff, there is no Igwe. If the Igwe loses the staff, he's no more in authority. So the staff must be present. No one can touch it except the Igwe, the Onowu, and the chief priest, the general chief priest. Okay, now, every village have their own general shrine. Also, in every home, there's what we call Obu. Obu is like an altar where the men sit every morning to break kola nut and pray to their deities. Women don't go there, don't sit in the Obu. In the Obu, there are seats, type of special seats. Women don't sit on it. It's for men. Then again, marriage, like I said, you cannot marry from the same village. So when you're free to marry from any other states, you know. Okay, so marriage process, you have to go to the family. First of all, do what we call knocking at the door. Some call introduction. So you do that one first, and after that, from there, the family will get to know each other. Some do the knocking and the introduction together, some separate it. Okay, then after that, at the introduction, if it's separated, at the introduction, they will give you the list for the marriage ceremony.
It's always long.
Depends. It depends on the family. You know, some family likes long, some family decides to take care of the stuff, just come. So the list is what we will now come with on the traditional day for the traditional ceremony, marriage. So after that, you can do your wedding or not. So you've been married.
You're married.
Whether we did white wedding, normally we don't do white wedding. The traditional is the marriage. So it's this new age is now doing white wedding and all. Okay, that's for the marriage part. Then our Our festival, yeah, the biggest festival in Enugu Agidi is Opoto Festival, just like New Yam Festival. Each village have their own festival. They must do theirs individually before we now gather around to do the general town festival called Opoto Festival. So, so the process of the initiation, they will take us to all the aged youths to the village square, where they will ask us some secret questions about some questions. Though I can't remember all of those. All those. I can't remember. They'll ask some questions. You answer, whether it's right or wrong, but they'll score you. You answer them, but the major part in the initiation is that you will wrestle with a full-grown masquerade. You will wrestle with a full-grown masquerade, and you must win.
Did you win yours?
Yes.
Did you pay the masquerade to win?
The back must touch ground.
You paid the masquerade to win?
No.
And if you lose,
you won't be initiated. You'll come back again. Yeah.
Wow.
Next year, and it's done once in a year. So you will wrestle, then those that won the wrestling will go and sleep inside the shrine. We'll sleep there till 5 a.m. in the morning, where we'll march in line, singing all these
songs.
Yes. What's it called? Chants. Chants and all. We'll be singing it and walking down to the major stream. I have a major stream. There we'll go and swim. We'll be there till morning. Then you cannot go back to your various homes.
That's good.
Now that's the initiation. Now you are now ready. You can carry masquerade. Okay. So the Opoto, a lot of masquerades shows up in the Opoto. Particular one that comes, that's once, is Ijele. It's the biggest of the masquerades. It's called Ijele. It only appears on the Opoto day. Then there is Enyinono. There are different types of masquerades. So I love my home, and I always like to travel during the Opoto period, but work and all, I still try and make time for the stuff. Then we'll have our best food is onugbu soup. We'll have oha soup and another food, local dishes, very nice. I know how to prepare them all. My grandma was, she owned the restaurant, so she taught us everything.
Good evening, everyone.
Please speak up. Talk, I hear you.
Good evening, everyone. Umbu Elomartins, Chidera, Stephanie. I'm from Anambra State, Agwata local government to be precise. The motto of Anambra is light of the nation. In my village, Agwata local government is one of the biggest local governments in Anambra as a whole. And yeah, my village, we have a lot of resources. Like we plant, we grow a lot of plants, fruits. We have a lot of fruit crops in my village, like udara, that's abalumo. We have avocado. We have different fruit crops in my village, a lot.
Go ahead, we're listening.
In my village, the Igwe is called, the ruler of the village is called Igwe. And Yeah, Igwe.
I can't help but laugh because your sections are always funny. There's no time I come with your set and I don't laugh.
It's called Igwe.
Please, put your hands together. Thank you. You can go. You can go. Thank you. Thank you.
Wekoruye, rogene. Yeah, wekoruye. Yeah, wekoruye, rogene. Urobo wado. Delta State wado. Ijo wado. Isoko wado. Ishekiri wado. Anioma wado. Good day, beautiful people. My name is Lady Precious Okoro, and I am Delta State's daughter. I am proudly from Delta State. Well, Delta State is the heartbeat, the big heart of the nation. Why are we the big heart of the nation? It's very simple. Because we are the oil and agricultural producing state. And the river takes the child. If it returns, then that is really now Delta Pekin be that one. But if the child did not return, not be Delta Pekin. So, while there are other parts where they give tribal mark in any part of the body, it could be in the face, it could be in the tummy, it could be anywhere. I have mine in my tummy, but for some reason, I can show you. Sorry about that. Well, Delta State is a peaceful state. Where I come from in Isoko, we have beautiful men. We are very respectful. We don't disrespect our elders. And our king is called the Olori. Yes, the Olori. And the queen is called Ovieya. What I am wearing is the real outfit of an Ovieya, meaning the queen of Delta State. I know you might be thinking, this is Edo. Yes, it's similar because they were once Bender State until, life happens. So, the whites here represent purity. We are pure where we come from. The red, it signifies celebration. And the gold, you can see some. It signifies wealth and internal peace. Where we come from in Delta State, we are peaceful people, dignified people, and loving people. Trust me, you want to come. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Oranekwu Ogochukwu, meaning my name is Oranekwu Ogochukwu Pearl. I'm from Anambra State, Umudim, Akamiri, Nnewi. Anambra is rich in ceramic and gas, and also they are known as the light of the nation. Talking about Nnewi, Nnewi is rated the richest town in Anambra State, and also business-minded and also business-minded. That is why when most men hear you're from Anambra State, especially their ladies, they want to wow, Anambra State, Nnewi for that matter, I must get married to this girl. But at the same time, they say our money is expensive. Now let me talk about the bride. Our money is not expensive. What they do is they make you know the worth of what you want to come and buy, because it's more like they're selling their ladies. No, that's what people think. They'll tell you to bring, they'll give you a list of what to get. They'll tell you a specific amount of money to bring, but they will make sure they top it up with 500 naira. And when you bring it to the bride's father's compound, they'll check the list, see if it's complete. They'll also check the amount of money. They count the amount of money they ask you to bring. Then they refund, for instance, for example, they tell you 31,500. They refund 31,000, then keep 500 to themselves. Then the list of what they ask you to bring, like drink, Oji, which is kola nut, Usoji, Ojoso, and many more. They look at them. If it's complete, they call the Umwada, Umokbu, Unyedi, Nedi, and the rest of them. They share right in front of you, and they'll also give you yours to take. They also give the groom theirs to take back home. So our money is not expensive. You guys need to call down that impression that our money is expensive. Now, talking about the taboo of Nnewi, we don't eat Ewi. Ewi is more or less like bushmeat. That's why we are called Nnewi. We don't eat Ewi. When you eat Ewi, you have this pus around your mouth, like chicken pus around your mouth. And also, we have for market days, we have Ike, Ori, Afo, Nkwo. We also have Nyam Festival. We have Masquerade Festival. Nnewi is a peaceful land. Nnewi is rich. Nnewi is where Nnewi is where you want to love. You would love to come. Nnewi is where you really want to come get married to, with no regrets. And trust me, when you get married to Nnewi women, count yourself very lucky because you'll forever be rich, because they are very business minded, and all they think about is money, 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 money. Yes, I'm part of them. My mind is business. I always want to make money. So I represent my hometown. I represent my custom. I represent my tradition. And my outfit represents bride. About to wed bride. Judge, this is Judge. And this is lace. And a big around my neck. So that's all. And what we prepare during our traditional marriages, Ofe Olumo. If you want to prepare the real Ofe Olumo, you use akpu, you use ogiri, you use blackfish, you use okporoko, you use afano. That's intense time to prepare it. Thank you.
Do you know how to make akpu?
Yes, I know how to make akpu.
I know akpu is different from fufu.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Fufu is thick.
Akpu is pounded.
Pounded, you pound it. But fufu,
You
they
cook
boil.
the cassava and pound it.
Then the other one is what?
Fufu, they boil, they stir it.
Yeah.
Why you do it like that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's different.
It's not,
But apple, when you eat apple, it feels, it's totally different from everything apple. I lived in the north and we had this Igbo community. They boil the cassava, they cook it, then they pound it.
Yeah.
And it's different. If you stone apple, they want to come back.
Yes. So that's our food.
Igbo kwenu. Igbo kwenu.
Hey.
Igbo kwezono.
Hey.
Ndewo no. Afa m bụ Nwada Peculiar Chioma Chukwudike. Abụ m onye Nnewi North Local Government Area of Anambra State. Afa Igwe anyị bụ Igwe Ori. We have 4 kingdoms in Nnewi North. In Nnewi, we have Umudim, we have Otoro Nnewi, we have Uragu, and we have Nnewichi. We have our best soup is Ofe Onubo, which is popularly known as bitter leaf soup, and it's been prepared by it's been prepared with palm kernel, that's akpu. And also, our taboo is that we don't kill python, that's Eke, in our village. If you see it, it won't hurt you, like you just pass.
And if you kill it, you bury it like a human, right?
Yeah.
So when it wants to attack you, what do?
It won't attack. You just use stick and raise it and throw it out, like push it out of your compound.
That's in your village. But
yes.
You see it in Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nnewi is a popular place. You all can attest to that. It's a rich, Nnewi is a rich area in Anambra State. It's one of the richest areas in Anambra State. You all know we have Innocent Motors in Nnewi. He hails from Nnewi. We have 4 market days in Nnewi. And the market days are Eke, Afo, Nkwo, and Ore. Nkwo is always, the market is always open. That's where they have the machine parts, they sell machine parts, motor parts, and other things. One of the things we don't do in Nnewi is, if you as a lady, an Nnewi man gets you pregnant, he will have to marry you, like it's a must. There is no two ways about it because the both of you are from Nnewi.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Peter Hosea Meikasa, also known as Piroy. A lot of people think maybe if you're from the north, you're Hausa, but I'm here to talk about my tribe, my culture. I'm from the northern part of Nigeria, Kaduna State to be precise. I'm from Kajuru local government area in Kaduna State. And the name of my tribe is Adara. I'm Adara by tribe. But the Hausa people call us Kadara. They used to call us Kadara, but just of recent, they changed the name from Kadara to Adara. Kajuru local government is situated in the southern part of Kaduna State. The local government is actually crafted from Chikun local government area. That happened in 1997 during the military administration. That was during General Sani Abacha regime. That was when they actually crafted Kajuru local government from Chikun local government. Kaduna State, they have various tribes. They have enough tribes because they have about like 23 local governments in Kaduna State. I'm from Kajuru local government, and my people, they farm a lot. They farm maize, guinea corn, millets, and a whole lot of stuff. So that's what we're known for.
Very good. It's good.
That's good. You mentioned granite soup.
Yeah.
I think that soup is popular in my place too. From Edo State, Fuga.
Wow.
So that's really interesting.
Yeah. I know we have Furad and Nunu.
Yes. North. That's
from the north. I also know that, so you're from Kaduna South, that's where we have Banawa and Kakuri.
Yeah, Banawa, Kakuri, yeah. Sabo.
Donkwa.
Aya.
Aya, Kunuaya.
Tiger Nuts.
Aya very well. In the north, they say Kobe Shai, Achida Achiba Shai, right? Even if there's no T.
I don't understand that
You
one.
know what they call Yakamala?
No.
It's another delicacy like that. You know what they call manshanu?
Yeah.
Manshanu is like an oil that you say yam and all that. Okay, that's right. It's very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Everybody came to talk about the African culture, but nobody remember to actually say what culture actually means. You know, culture is the way of life of people or a society, their ideas, their customs, and also their social behavior. My name is Christiana Llikwu from Enuavomi village in Enugu, Anambra State. Things about Igbo culture, I'll first of all talk about the tradition and religious belief. Now, we believe that we have one creator, which is, we call him Chukwu or Chineke. It means God. We believe that he's the creator of heaven and earth. I would also like to talk about our music and our dance. The Igbos, we are known for a particular group called Ogene. There's a particular group called Ogene. Those people, there is a group of young men that always carry drums, and they sing while playing the drums. Then for the dancers, we have the popular
Atilogu dance group. Whenever you see them, you just know these are Igbo dancers. Then I would like to talk about our attire. We have different attires. Like I said earlier before my presentation, this is a lace. So we can use this lace to sew any type of thing. Brides, they also use it to sew, their own attire for their traditional marriages. As you can see, I am dressed like a guest attending a traditional Igbo marriage. Now, I also like to talk about our marriage, precisely from where I come from, Enugu, Enuavomi. Now, we believe that if we're getting married, from the bride side, we don't actually accept money from the groom's family unless the groom is buoyant. He can say, okay, I'm going to drop 200,000, I'm going to drop 500, but from the MC to the DJ to the decoration to the food, the drinks, the bride's family, it is our sole responsibility to do that because we believe that we are the ones welcoming the groom's family. Aside that, the groom's family will be given a list which covers the Umunna. There's what we call Umunna, which is the kindred. We have the Umunna, we have the Umuada. The Umuada is also in the kindred, the wives of the Umunna. We now have Umuada, which is the daughters of that same kindred. And we also have Okoro. So it's different. So all those things will be in the list. And it's definitely not expensive. I would like to talk about, they already said it, we have 4 market days, Eke, Afo, Nkwo, and Oge. Then we have a traditional ruler which is called the Igwe. The Igwe definitely have a queen, the princess, and the prince. We have 2 major festivals in my town, Enugu, which is the Onwa Asato. Onwa Asato means 8 in Igbo. Onwa Asato is always in August, which is the New Yam Festival. And we have the Ofala Festival every December. It's usually 27th or 28th of December. Now, the Ofala Festival, there are so many things happen during that festival. If we don't have a king, we use that Ofala Festival to crown a king. The same Ofala Festival, different displays of masquerade. Same Ofala Festival, they give chieftaincy title. The chieftaincy title they give in my town is called, they call them Ozompu. Ozompu, yes, that's what they call them. They give chieftaincy title. They also give chieftaincy title to women as well in my town, and they are called Iyom. They are called Iyom. Also during the Ofala Festival, young maidens, popular young maidens of the community, will also dress to display themselves. The single ones will also dress to display themselves. For the young men, that there's what we call mass return. It happens in my town every 3 years. So that every 3 years, those single maidens will come out to showcase themselves. It happened last year, and I happened to join them last year. We'll come out to showcase ourselves, we dance, and all the men that came will know that, okay, these ones are single, you can mingle, something like that. So what else? That's all I can say about my town. Thank you.
That was quite informative.
Yeah, that was quite informative. So that last part is like speed dating or advertisement.
Yeah. One time.
Everybody got their shots.
Shoot your shot, exactly.
It's very good. It was quite informative. Thanks for defining culture. Thanks for telling us, you know. I like the fact that you spoke about the Igbo tribe, and you also told us that we can have Delta Igbo, we Cross River Igbo.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. See you again
tomorrow.
Sorry, you're blocking the camera. So thank you very much, guys. You guys did absolutely amazing. Shout out to everybody. And to all those who also came to laugh about the Igwe that is dead. You know, to those who told us that, you know, they don't know much, but they won't tell us. You know, thank you very much. You guys did well. Put your hands together for yourselves.